I know some people are like, God doesn't care about that stuff. I'm sorry. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. You may not think he cares about you in your world, but he does over here in my world. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. If you are a subscriber, hey friend. So glad to have you here. Wait, so glad to have you back, y'all. It's like nearing the end of my work day and time frame, but I'm a little tired. These allergies, y'all, they have been doing a number on me. They've been doing a number on me, and so bear with me if I'm a little sniffly or what have you. But anyways, today, let me tell you what we're doing today. Today we are doing my April meal prep. Now I know what you're saying, Jasmine. It is almost the end of April. I know. I know, friend. I know. But one thing about me is I'm a woman of my word. And if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to put 110% in it and make sure it gets done. If I can't, I still put 110% to try to get it done. So, but nevertheless, we are going to do the remaining of my meal prep. I think I'm going to do this kind of like a split screen type situation or picture in picture so you can see me like firsthand of how I do this. But I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks that have worked for me and my family in this, like, I don't know, like 2-3 years I've been doing this. So this is what works for me. If you have any tips that work for you, leave it down in the comment below. I would love to know what you all do to manage your household and your meals specifically. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started with today's video. The first thing when I do anything as far as the management in this household, I mean literally across the board, it's just how I operate these days. But we're talking about meal planning, okay? What I like to do is ask God for ideas. That is number one. And I do this like about 2 weeks out before I enter into the new month. So you're actually going to see another video like coming out shortly after this of me doing my May meal plan for every single month, about 2 weeks out. The last 2 weeks of, the previous month, I will ask God to give me ideas and things that I need to cook for my family for the upcoming month. So usually about a month before, a couple weeks before, I have an idea of what I'm going to cook and what things I need to buy and what things I don't need to buy, like all of that. Like, God cares. I know some people are like, God doesn't care about that stuff. I'm sorry. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. You may not think he cares about you in your world, but he does over here in my world, and I allow him to do that. So first thing I do is I pray and ask God, God, please set my taste on the foods and the meals that I need to prepare for my family. Set my mind on those things. Give me ideas. Give me new things that we can make. I asked. The Bible says you have not because you ask not. And I like to take advantage of every aspect of the Bible that I have an understanding in. I'm going to ask. So that's number one. Number two is as soon as I pray that, like, ideas start coming out of nowhere. So the second thing I would suggest you to pay attention to is the ideas that come your way. I follow a lot of cooks and stuff and chefs on my social media, so I have a long list of meals that I want to try, ideas, things that I can, like, ooh, let me try this ingredient in a dish or something. I have a lot of inspiration that I can draw from, or that God will bring me back to and be like, hey, remember you saved this back in September and 2023, it's time to, you can use that. So I do save a lot of things. I pay attention because all of a sudden I'm like, I really want some chicken wings. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, that just didn't come to me for no reason. And if it did, I always ask God, like, oh, are we gonna make chicken wings or not? So, and he always guides me. So, number one, I ask God. Number two is I make sure I start curating a list of those things that I want to buy. Now, from that list of meals, if it's something new or something that I don't always make, I make sure that I have my ingredients of things that I need to purchase. So, say for example, I wanted to make a chicken Alfredo. I don't always keep, and say I want to make it from scratch. I don't always buy heavy whipping cream that's needed for chicken Alfredo, right? For the sauce. And so that's something that I need to make sure that I put on my list: heavy whipping cream, fresh garlic, Parmesan, all that stuff. Making sure that those are on my list because those are not staple items in my household. They may be in your household, but they're not in mine. So we ask God, we create our list of meals, and then we write down those special needed ingredients. The fourth, are we on the fourth? I think so. The fourth step I do is I go through my pantry, I go through my fridge, I go through, my cabinets, all that stuff, and look for staple items that I need to get. For me, those are things like water, our coffee grounds, any fruits and vegetables that we may want for the month, milk, cereal, spices, things of that nature. I make sure and see what we have. Anything that I need to get rid of. I try to keep on track with like things in my pantry. If I see something old, I go ahead and get rid of it. Make sure that I like log it in my phone notes or somewhere on a paper that will let me know, what I have. And I like to have things readily available, and I also like to have somewhat of a back stock, if you would. I don't have a lot of space to do that, but I try to utilize and just make sense of what I do keep in a back stock, if you would. So without further ado, but I think we're just gonna go ahead and flip the camera, and I'm gonna show you how I'm going to plan the remaining meals for April. I have no idea what that shininess is in the corner, but we're gonna go ahead and go with that. Okay, you all, we're gonna go ahead and get started with a voiceover. We're gonna excuse my handwriting because this teacher has been out of a classroom for 3 years. Okay, so easy on me. And if I misspell something, okay, be kind. But anyways, you see me going in. These are some of the staple items that I noticed that we needed more of. We run through milk. My son eats cereal like all day long, so definitely needed milk. We needed cream cheese because I was going to start my sourdough bagels again, coffee grounds, cereal, and bananas for my oats. At the bottom, it's kind of hard to see right there, but I do have like the kind of miscellaneous items. Like this would be like my hygiene items, things of that nature. Sometimes I like to shop that in store. And so sometimes I'll put that on a separate list because I just want to go and see, what's the new stuff that they got out. I want to smell stuff. I want to touch it. So I'll put all that kind of household stuff on a separate list. I don't always order those. So now we're going in with the meals. This month, we've had since it was my birthday month, what they didn't know is that I made all of my favorite meals. I made all my favorite meals. And so we just needed a few kind of staple meals or easy, quick meals that I could just, get through the rest of the month. But I thought that was funny. Nobody really caught on to it and was like, wait a minute, this is all your favorite food. Yeah, so we got the meals, and right here on this side, I'm just creating a list of things that I need to pick up. So hamburger buns, that's not something I keep, I don't just buy hamburger buns just for the heck of it. that's what I need to make the meal. I already had patties. We just needed buns. Same with the spaghetti. I do have pasta. I like to keep that on hand just for, you know, emergency purposes. But for this meal, like I'm saying, I needed pasta, ground beef, and sauce. Taco rice, I just needed ground beef because we already had instant brown rice and we had the corn and like diced tomatoes. White chicken chili, same thing. I just needed ground chicken. Oh, y'all hear my elbow pop? And so is this, no, my son wanted pork chops. I don't always make pork very often, but he always asks. It's like, Mom, can we have pork chops? I'm like, you would have thought I would have made this all the time, but I don't remember making it all the time, but he loves it. But anyways, I'm going to make baked potatoes with the pork chops. So that's why I have it on the side because I don't, every time I buy potatoes, they be sprouting. So I try to get them like the day of. I needed to add chips with the taco rice. And then if you saw my grocery haul, you know I talked about the chicken oroso. I don't know how you pronounce it. I already have all the ingredients, but just for, just for the purposes of this video, I wrote it down. So let's go ahead and I'm going to show you how I would map this out for the week. So here's our current week. And this actually has happened thus far just like this. So Sunday was my birthday. We had leftovers from whatever meal we ate that day. I don't remember. Tuesday, we had burgers. I just broiled some hamburgers in the oven. It makes like 8 patties, so we have like leftovers for Tuesday and Wednesday. And now this day, Thursday and the Friday and the Saturday, I don't cook on Saturdays because I like to honor the Sabbath. And so I needed a meal that was going to last us that long. And spaghetti is that girl. So going into our next week, you can already see I got the taco rice. I have our pork chops that we're going to do. So on Tuesday, y'all probably see a vlog probably on my TikTok where I'm going to the store and getting potatoes. Thursday, I think that's the chicken, the chicken oroso. And then that may last till Friday, possibly. And then, like I said, Saturdays, I don't cook because of the Sabbath. So sometimes I double cook and I'll cook on Friday just so that I won't have to cook on Sunday. And then Sunday, white chicken chili. I mean, Saturday. Then we have white chicken chili. Okay, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed my remaining of April meal plan. If you like this type of video, definitely let me know by hitting that thumbs up button and that lets me know, hey, we want to see more content like this. We like meal plans. We like meal ideas and meal planning. And I will make sure to pump that out for you guys. We're going to try every month. That is the goal. So anyways, I hope you guys like this video. I will see you, as far as meal planning goes, I will see you for next month's, which is very soon. So I love y'all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.